Welcome back once again to my YouTube channel, and for those of you who are new to my channel, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and follow me on my YouTube channel. Well, before I start with the scheduled topic regarding the new word and old word wines, let me first give you a little information or details regarding the four major countries which is very important to the wine industry. First, we have Italy, which is the largest producer of wine by volume, followed by France, and then Spain, and also America, or the USA. And aside from that, we have also the French wine, which is the largest producer by value. It's just because they are the one who has the most expensive bottle of wines. And also regarding Spain, which has the largest land area or wineries among those two. So Italy is the largest producer or the biggest producer, and France is the biggest producer by value because of the prices of their wine, and also Spain, which has the biggest landmass or land area for the wine producer. And also I have to mention as well the US, which is the biggest importer of wine. And if you're going to combine those four countries, then that gives you more than 50% of the total volume of wine exporter all over the world. Okay, so now let's proceed to our main topic, which is what is the difference between the old world and the new world wines. So first, if we say about the old world, let's think about the location or the country, which they call the old world countries. And the old world countries composed of countries in the Mediterranean, like Italy, Spain, France, Portugal, and also we have to include Germany, Austria, Switzerland, Greece, Hungary. And aside from that, we have also the Middle East, Syria, Iran, Iraq, Lebanon, and also Georgia, the first country which they discovered the wine making. And then if we talk about the new world, we have to think about the US, which include the states of California, we have Oregon, we have Washington, and also New York, which produce wines as well. And aside from that, we have countries in South America, which is Argentina, Chile, Brazil, and also we have South Africa, New Zealand, and Australia. Those are the wines from the New World and the Old World. Old World wine has a very strict regulations on making their wines. They have to follow certain standards and traditions on how to make wines, what kind of grapes that you need to plant on a particular area, or what they call a terroir, and also they implement on how many vines that you need to plant in a certain plot of land. And also they have a regulation as well regarding the amount of sugar or alcohol content of a particular grapes before they going to harvest it. And also they have the strict implementation regarding labels and lots more of regulations, let's say by the thousand of it. But if you are in the New World, especially in the USA, As long as you are part of this what they call AVA, or the American Vinicultural Areas, they don't really have much of the regulations, so you can literally do whatever you want. You can plant whatever kind of grapes that you want to do, or you want to plant, or you can harvest them anytime you want, and there is no limits on how many vines that you are going to plant in a particular plot of land. And in that case, you are very free to do whatever you like to do. You can either do experiment, or you can use other technique or some form of technique, or you can just go ahead and create your own wine. You all have the freedom. So that's the advantage of being in the New World area or New World countries. Next is the labeling of the wine. Well, in the procedure for the Old World wines, it depends which country it comes from. If it's come from Germany, so they use the German language. If it's from Spain, the Spanish language. And if in Italy, they use Italian language. Especially in France. In France, if they put the French language, but then they're going to put the name of the chateau. And also they are putting the appellation, which it was belong, and also the region. But they rarely put the name of the grapes. So you have to understand first the different wine region of France for you to be able to know what kind of grapes they're using to that particular wine. So if you see a wine with a label of Bordeaux, so you have to know which part of Bordeaux. So if you know the part of Bordeaux, you can know exactly what kind of grapes they're using on that particular area. So that's the traditional way on how they make their wines in the Old World. And here's a sample of French wine label. But in labeling for the New World wines, it's very straightforward. They just put the brand name, or sometimes they put even the name of the wine producer or the winemaker, just like Robert Mondavi or Jailor, which is my favorite winemaker, Jailor Shiraz. And also you put the vintage of the wine, or when was it harvested, and what kind of grapes that they use in that particular wine, if it's a Cabernet Sauvignon or Sauvignon Blanc or Shiraz. And also you have to include as well the address of the winery, and the alcohol volume, and how many milliliters or liters. And also don't forget that they also include the sulfites on the label of the wines. So it's very straightforward. It's easy to read comparing to the Old World wines label. And lastly, which is not always the case, it's because the Old World wines come from a cooler climate, so you expect that the wine will be lighter bodied and less in alcohol, because it's less sweet, so less sugar, less alcohol, compared to the New World wine, which has a little bit on the warmer side. So you can expect the wine to be more full-bodied, and also you have a lot of fruit flavors and high in alcohol. Well, I hope I have given you some information today, and on our next topic we're going to explore the different wine region of France and what kind of grapes they grow in that particular region. Thank you for watching, and I hope you don't forget to subscribe and follow me on my YouTube channel. So once again, thank you very much, and I'll see you next time. Ciao, ciao.